I think if you're doing a YouTube video and it involves your voice, the first thing you've got to make sure is that you're not boring to listen to. I do both watch and listen to. Sometimes I'll actually drive and have a YouTube video playing in the background if it's someone who's just delivering information. They've got to sound interesting. They have to sound passionate about whatever they're talking about. Thanks for watching my YouTube video. Yeah, thanks from my subscribers. Make sure you click like. That sort of tone is, I hear a lot of that. You've got to have some more energy in your voice. You've got to present with passion. And there's a lot of YouTube videos to do that. Maybe some are a little bit too excited, but at least they're interesting to listen to. In terms of, depending on the duration of the video, if it's just short, I don't think you need to have music for the sake of having music. And I do hear and see a lot of YouTube videos like that where there's music in there that maybe doesn't fit with the content. Having this, dubstep sort of piece, when they're talking about, I don't know, university courses or something, maybe doesn't quite work, or someone talking about cryptocurrency and having this punk track. If you are doing something that maybe it's a bit lengthy and maybe the personality of your own voice can't carry it, just having something under there lightly in the background might be nice just to fill it in a bit. I wouldn't recommend dropping in silly sound effects or anything if they actually don't fit the content. Compression is so important. I find that people struggle getting their heads around it at first. Compression is where you are reducing the dynamics between the loudest sound and the quieter sound. Let's say we're doing this interview and suddenly I'm talking really quietly like that, and then I'm talking like that. The range between the louder sound and the quieter sound, what you want to do with compression is to bring those closer together so you get a more consistent sound level, a more consistent perceived sound level. If you don't have compression, then what you'll probably find is people need to turn the volume up or volume down when listening to your recording to be able to hear everything. You don't want that. You think about people listening to the radio, driving along in their cars. They shouldn't ever have to turn their volume up or down to hear what's being spoken about on the radio. And same with music recording or watching a YouTube video. You shouldn't have to turn the volume up or down because sometimes something's too loud or something is suddenly too soft. So by using compression, we're essentially going to push down those louder sounds and bring them closer to the quieter sounds for a more consistent audio level. And so that the two things to think about there when you get in there and start playing with it software wise is you want to look at the ratio and the threshold. Play with those two settings. The ratio is how hard you want the compressor to work. The threshold is at what point you want the compressor to start working. Without having something here I can actually physically show you, I would say those are the two settings you want to look at initially when playing with compression. If you over compress, you could bring up unwanted sounds from the lower end. If you under compress, you'll have virtually no impact.
Thank you very much for watching. If you really enjoyed this, please press the thumbs up and subscribe. There's going to be heaps and heaps and heaps of more information coming onto the channel. Stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.